Now, you know, the thing is, unfortunately, we have to learn one thing. We have to build for the weather we have. We are living in the tropic, and we need large window for ventilation. What we have to do is we have to have good hurricane shutter so that we could put them up when you get in a hurricane. And I want to say also, it is very important. We have to really think, and I'm not talking for the general public, I'm talking for those in authority. This whole thing of putting out warning, we have to sit down and think very carefully. I'm getting the impression that it is more useful CYA, cover your ass, than for really, when one puts out a warning, and you could have seen it with the last system that it is this year.
They screwed up really.
Where warning was issued, and if you were asked, are you really expecting sustained storm condition? There was not. It was not. I could say it was not to be expected. And then you had it. And then apart from that, there is a need to be able to coordinate that we are different countries, but if to the same system, and we have to try to see that we are talking the same language. And I can remember that when it comes to Sabre and Stacia, I think that it is honestly, I know, I get a feeling that some people will say that better to be too prepared than not prepared. But
there's a danger there too.
It is when you put up a warning, and the consequence is that you shut down the island, and then you don't get anything.
Nothing happened.
It is, we have to really sit down and think. I know that people will not like it.
I agree.
Yeah, but
I agree.
And I could say that I might be.
I agree, Mr.
Thing
James.
that I've seen over the last years, it has been used
too often,
too easy. And then I ask myself, wow, it's like when you are professional, you should be able, it's like you go to the doctor with a pain and the doctor say, okay, I'm going to operate you. You understand? Without saying, hey, what can we do? Thing. And that is how I see it, unfortunately. You know what I remember? Some years ago when we had the heavy rainfall Friday night. And then the Saturday, we had curfew. And then I said, no, it happened all of a sudden. In the time when I used to be in the Met office, and then we sit down there with Dennis Richardson, and then they say, hold on, let's wait until the next thing. Well, you're not so sure, but not, because to close down the island, it has to be very thoughtful.
You think people have learned their lessons now, Mr. James? Because we had Lois in '95, very strong. We had Lenny in 1999 that brought a lot of water. Then we had Irma in 2017 that was the strongest recorded in the Atlantic. You think by now we've learned our lesson? Because
okay, I will say this. There's, you got to look at the problem in different ways. I think there are a lot of people who are scared whenever they hear a hurricane
Exactly.
coming. Because, yes, we went through Louis, but Irma was really bad. And I think it made a lot of us frightened. It's not a matter of learning a lesson, it is don't want to go through another one like that.
Well,
That
as long as we live in the Caribbean, we're going to experience it.
yeah, but in reality, the northeastern Caribbean is one of the areas in the Caribbean we have the highest incidence of hurricane pattern around here.
And you say global warming have a lot to do with the increase.
And if you get global warming on it, it's not easy, because if you look at it, if you live in another island, let's say Chris or Bonaire, you build your house, you don't have to worry about it. But when you here, you have to think every maybe 20, 25 years, you could get a severe hit
Yeah.
and lost nearly everything. So it impacts your life very severely.
Yeah.